Because you knew Skipper, right?
Yeah, this is Steve Close. We're at the Village Green on October 20th, 2012. I'm with my old neighbor Tim Collup, who, yeah, I guess we are getting old. Anyway, this is where Tim lived.
Right.
Now I thought Skipper lived next door to you.
No. Do you remember?
So he's clearing it up for me. I thought Skipper lived there, but Tim says Skipper lived in this building.
Right there. See the door, the second door up?
Okay,
That's
yeah.
Skipper's.
Now it is, yeah, you know, I think he's right. It's bringing back memories. That door there.
It's Skipper's. And there's a door on the end there.
Wow.
And then there's two upstairs here.
And okay, so Skipper lived there. Do you remember who lived here?
Yeah, real nice couple. They lived there for a long time. Then they moved out. Then I was gone, so I don't know who. You know.
Well,
Happy
okay.
Hoons was.
And then he's
either that one or that one. I'm not sure.
Okay, and I do remember Happy Hoon. I think he was a little older than me, and so he lived in one of those two places.
Right. There was a gal that lived over here, but I don't know her name.
No.
She was older than I was, so you know how that works.
Anyway, then let's come over here now. These big eucalyptus trees right here. Look how big they are. I've got pictures of them much smaller than this.
Remember how small these oak trees were?
And my sister Eleanor used to climb these trees. I can picture her climbing these trees. And we played baseball out here. I'll just go.
There was bushes there?
Yeah, there were a lot more bushes and there was ivy. All this grassy area here
Was ivy.
used to be ivy. The green was here. This was a green.
This tree was so small.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where Huey lived. Do you remember Huey?
Oh, the name's familiar.
Huey lived there.
Tim's telling me that Huey, what was his last name?
I can't remember his last name. He's our age.
Huey lived there.
That was my buddy.
And I lived in that.
You lived in the end one, just
in the end unit. And then Missy Moore, you cute little girl.
A girl
I
named
liked her a
Bonnie
lot.
lived here, but they moved out before she was old enough to go to school.
Oh. Anyway, Missy Moore lived in the end unit here. And we think that Larsons lived in this bungalow here. It was on the end here.
What was the kid's name that lived there, the boys?
Don Larson.
Don, yeah.
Don, Dale, Art, and Dorothy Larson. They were really good friends with my parents. He was a Fuller Brush man. And then later, a lady, Mrs. Pebbles.
Oh, I know them.
She lived here.
Right. She lived here for a long time with
She
her
lived-
husband.
Yes, and I came here in, I think, New Year's Day 1990 with a girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, Jonna, and we visited with her here.
I know the Pebbles.
And so these bungalows are just so cute, so nice.
They had fireplaces, remember?
And there's Missy Moore's place, and I can't fail to mention that we played baseball here. Now, this was ivy. This area here was ivy.
No, there was bushes here, Steve. Don't you remember?
Yeah, bushes.
Bushes.
But maybe ivy too.
Oh, possibly, yeah. But
I remember, yeah, there were citrus. We used to get, remember we could pick lemons, they were sour, and we could,
I don't remember that. No,
I sort of remember there being fruit that we could toss. And we played baseball here. And if I'm not mistaken, that tree there was first base. That tree was
so tiny.
That tree was first base. It was very small, and home base would have been. There's a sprinkler here, but home base was probably right about here, and then third base would have been there, and second base would have been there, and then we had our outfield there, and we had with the Devitts, who lived over that way, we had so many wonderful ball games. Anyway, and that's where I lived. I got many a picture of me at that door, and that was my, well, we shared that the bedroom was switched around, but at one point
Didn't you live in the closet at one time?
I lived. He remembers it. I lived in the closet of that upstairs bedroom right there.
I remember that.
And a lot of kids envied me. They thought it was pretty cool.
I thought it was cool. You lived
Yeah, he say it. You were envied. He wanted.
I thought it was neat.
It was all set up, but you didn't fall out of that off the shelf twice like I did.
No.
I did.
We had one of those closets in our room, you know.
Okay. Oh, 5 minutes. I'm going to stop this now.